up, everybody? So I want to just talk about my top suggestions for doing a ketogenic, omnivore, and high-fat carnivore diet the right way so you guys can feel amazing like I do. Now, let's get to it. You got to eat high fat. These are the top tips. High fat, not high protein, because people don't understand. You drop your carbs, your starches, you drop a lot of your minerals. Then your cells, your body becomes dehydrated, your electrolyte imbalance is off, and eating a lot of protein. So waste byproducts get caught up in the kidneys, and people start having kidney pain, plus chronic dehydration, benign heart palps. So we want to make sure that we're not dehydrated, and we want to make sure that we get our sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, fish bone calcium, or chicken bone calcium for the short term, but also making sure that we get in at least 2 liters of water. It's 2 to 3 during the summer. So we want to make sure that our protein does not get too high when we're going through this sort of dehydration phase of trying to rebalance our minerals on a low carb ketogenic or carnivore diet. We also don't want our excess protein to convert back into glucose, because what your body cannot chew, digest, all in this nice assembly line without getting backed up, is to not go into gluconeogenesis to then break down the protein, excess protein that you're eating, and convert that back into glucose, thus blocking your keto adaptation. So the top tip would be high fat, 200 grams, moderate protein, under 100 for men, and between 45 to 60 for women, depending on your size. Now, women, the range is a lot tighter because we just have less muscle mass than men. But I want to keep moving onwards with these different suggestions before my phone gets too stuffed up and I'm just doing like a little quick impromptu video. So we want electrolytes. We want our protein moderate to low. We want our fats high, over 200 to 300, depending on your activity level. We want to make sure that we're consuming animal fat, because people still think that ketogenic diets are MCT oil, coconut oils, olive oil, what else? Olive oil and avocado oil and avocados. These are not largely your ketogenic fats. I've come up to this understanding due to working with 3,000 people over the years, and that long chain fatty acids coming primarily in some MCTs from butter, but primarily the right ratios of monosaccharide and poly coming from animal fat is what really gets those ketones humming in a nice spot. Now, with that said, for people who've got a gallbladder, my recommendations are look for the symptoms first. We've got nausea. I'm not hungry when I eat a lot of fat. Yes, even that, something simple. It comes down to right side pain and bloat and nausea, or just like, I can't eat any more fat. If you have those symptoms, it might be gallbladder sludge. This should be in a flowy solution. So before you even know, you could have gallbladder sludge and it doesn't show up on an ultrasound, and you have the symptoms and they're saying you're fine, but you're not fine. So you have to go by the symptomology. Now, if you don't have a gallbladder, both y'all gonna try lipase, which is a digestive enzyme, for just 1 bottle, because I don't like supplements. Come, go, use it, get off of it. Now, ox bile salts for those who don't have a gallbladder might be more of a long-term thing, unfortunately. I like to start people under the recommended dose of whatever type you purchase. So sometimes it's 150 milligrams, sometimes it's 5. Just start under the recommended dose, work your way up with food. These are my recommendations. Please eat freaking fatty cuts of meat, right? That's super important. Red meat obviously is going to be a higher nutrient dense because you've got more minerals, and the fatty cuts with vitamins than other meats like chicken breast, which is going to be more higher in potassium. Not more than like steak, but just you'll get potassium in the leaner cuts, but you're not going to get a lot of vitamins in chicken breast, so don't eat it. And contrary to people saying that you can't eat pork and fowl, which is ridiculous, especially if it's pastured and eating off the ground type, with at least chickens. and pigs. Now, the Centurions, the Okinawans, eat pork. So, I mean, all day, every day, and they live the longest on the planet. So, we need to recalibrate if pork fat is not good for us, or pork meat, because it's delicious and amazing. Especially pork fat's great for the brain. Now, when I use things like coconut oil, it might be just for the short term for people who have no gallbladder to help stabilize blood sugar, but it doesn't necessarily create the ketones that we need. Another thing is use a glucometer. Glucometers are great to use in the beginning. Now, a continuous glucose monitor is good to check the algorithms, but the numbers are always off. So note that. It's good to use a blood glucometer. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for now. I just want to do a quickie, get off the coffee, get off the cheese. It's got high in casein, which is very allergenic for the gut wall. Definitely try to get thymus, real thymus. If not, you can go to Ancestral Supplements. I have a code, which is Steph Keto, to get a discount when getting the thymus, but try to get the real stuff. Or kidney, but thymus is really great to create diamine oxidase, which is the enzyme to help break down histamine. And I would rotate your foods. Rotate, because a lot of you guys are eating the same amount of foods every day. Always check your symptomology. Thyroid testing tends to be always, most of the time, pretty off, especially if you test normal and you have the symptoms. Now I gotta go. Get some darn sleep, follow circadian rhythm, and there's more to come. If you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com. I will be opening up more freaking consultation dates, so go in, contact me on the shortlist through my website, and say, Steph, put me on the list to get in sooner when I open up everything. Also, I have a course page, which you sign up through Stephanie Person. I always talk fast when I'm trying to get the heck out of here and get to my boy Thunder. stephanieperson.com. Sarah and I have some great little projects down the pipeline, or pipeline. Be looking out for that. We're really excited. So also go to her channel, which is Carnivore Yogi. I always forget to put in the show notes because I'm always in a hurry, but I need to start doing that, okay? Because she's my girl. And with that said, thank you guys so much for even paying attention to little old me. But I think we're getting it. We're getting it. As long as you work with people, you have the answer. If you just go by how you are, that's not the answer. And always do your research first. Never believe anyone until you do your own research, including me. And I'm out. Yes. Oh, my Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook is Stephanie the Business Person, as in the body business, because I am almost 53. And I'm out.